Yes, man. Yes, yes. We had to set the mood right for this one. We had to set the mood right for this one, Heather B.
Let's go.
We got a legend amongst us. We got a legend amongst us, citizens. This is a legendary saxophonist in New Orleans, Big Chief, representing Congo Square. We'll break that down in a minute. Known for bridging generations and genres of music over the course of his career. Some of the people he's worked alongside include a very illustrious list, if I will. He's mentored the likes of John Batiste. Give that man a round of applause. Trombone Shorty. Give that man a round of applause. He's collaborated with Art Blakey. Give that a round of applause. McCoy Tyner. Give Ron Carter. Give that a round of applause. He's worked with hip-hop artists, including Diggable Planets and Guru, who we just played the jazz thing from the Jazzmatazz series, and the Notorious B.I.G. Give that a round of applause. He's been a part of major productions like Luke Cage and Treme. Give that a round of applause. The Funky Meters and Bernie Worrell. He's played with film as well. Give that a round of applause. Classical composer with orchestras including the Moscow Symphony Orchestra and Chicago Symphony Orchestra. Give that a round of applause. Legendary, Heather B.
Legendary.
Legendary. I got a chance to talk with this man along with Easy Mo B and others. My man Vincent, Miles Davis's nephew. And we got a chance to talk about working with Miles Davis, and the whole time I'm looking at this man like, whoa, what a treasure trove of experiences and information he must hold. And I invited him to come on the show.
Beautiful. And
he did not hesitate. He said, Sway, I'm only going to be there for maybe 24 to 48 hours. Is it all right if I come on your show? I said, Big Chief, salute to you. I would love to have you on the show today. Citizens, standing ovation necessary. Give it up for the one and only Big Chief, representing Congo Square. Donald Harrison is in the... Come on, man. Stand up in New York. Stand up in New York. Thank you. Yes. Yes. He got his new album, The Magic Touch.
What a blessing.
That's out right now.
Yeah.
Donald Harrison, Big Chief, welcome to the show,
Beautiful.
Brother.
Man, it's unbelievable to be here.
Man.
I'm one of your biggest fans. All of you guys, thank y'all for what y'all do.
Thank you.
I love y'all forever.
We love you too.
Man.
Thank you.
Good to meet you too, my brother.
Yeah, man. That's actually Chris Webber's little brother too, man.
What?
Yeah.
Pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, man. I call you Big Chief, representing Congo Square. And Congo Square has so much historical and legendary history behind it, and what exactly that is. And that's a place in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it's what I call ground zero for especially the music that comes out of the African American diaspora here in America, because it's the only place where people of African descent were allowed to participate in their culture. So if you came from Nigeria, you were Igbo or Yoruba, you could participate in your culture in Congo Square, get in a circle with the people from the area that you came from, and keep your culture alive. So it turned into a new tribal culture called offshoot culture. So through my lifetime, I went through the rituals and became the Big Chief of Congo Square to hold those secrets down, all the connections going back to antiquity, and keeping them alive for future generations, so that we could keep our ancestors alive in that way inside of our system.
I love this, man. Wow, get that. Come on, man. You can locate it, that area, in the Louis Armstrong Park now, is it called?
Yes, in Louis Armstrong Park in New Orleans. You can go there and you can feel them spirits. You can feel it. if you walk in there, you like, I'm home.
I'm home.
But, you know, what he said is, you know, this is the only place we were allowed to exercise our customs and traditions, right, and spirituals and chants and prayer and play our music. was in this particular area called Congo Square because it was outlawed, right? It was illegal.
Everywhere else. But in South Carolina, what they now call Geechee people, they kept their culture and some of the African language alive. Also in Cuba, in Haiti, in different places, Brazil, in the Caribbean. I always call New Orleans the northernmost Caribbean island. Got 1 foot in America and 1 foot in the Caribbean and 1 foot in Africa. When you come there, you feel it.
You'll feel it, right? Heather's she is a queen Geechee. She's a Geechee queen. You can see it in her, right?
Oh, please.
No,
what does that mean?
No, I'm just saying. You look. It's all Gucci, but you look Geechee.
Well, it's all Gucci, but it's Geechee. I'm a Geechee Gucci girl. I got you.
Geechee Gucci girl.
No, but my family, Warsaw Islands in South Carolina, Geechee proud though. Just proud from the heritage, the legacy, the food, the family, and just that sense of home. Just that sense of home, and so I always try to bring home with me wherever I go, thanks to my ancestors.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
You said this thing. I'm not going to ask you the secrets, but there's things that you have to keep secret, though. You saying sacred, right?
Yeah. So we have to keep that so that we maintain what I call strains to antiquity, so nobody disrupts them. So we just we keep our ancestors are our ancestors, so they speak to us and keep us grounded. So that's all it is. Is everybody has that, and it's okay. All societies have the understanding of where they came from
and keep it pure. There was a show I saw you speak on. I think the Jake Feinberg show a few years back, right? And you had an observation and a criticism over a lot of these blues festivals, because a lot of the blues festivals you go to, you don't see black blues bands, right? How long has that been a problem when you go to jazz and blues festivals, and is that something you often speak out about? And why is that a problem?
Well, it's a problem because we have a society that says this is this, and if you're gonna give us that title, that's the name of us, then you're confusing the brand. For me, it's just music. But if you're gonna say if Louis Armstrong is a jazz artist, and I love Pink, and then you have Pink as the main featured artist, then you're confusing, to me, young people, their understanding of what jazz is. So it's just a simple fix, to just label it. If you're gonna make a label, even though it's just music, if you're gonna make a label, let it be right. Because if you're going in the store and you're looking for ketchup and they put mustard in the bottle, you ain't gonna be happy.
I like that.
Boom.
So what would you label it then? What would you label those kind of festivals that feature that variety of artists?
Just a music festival. If it's a variety, it's a music festival.
Okay.
Because I have a festival. We couldn't do it this year because of what happened. I almost kicked the bucket, but anyway, we canceled it. But it was a music festival.
The Hornucopia? Or what?
This festival was called the Quantum Leap Music Festival.
Okay.
So we had it in New York. We did it 2 years, but this year we're going to take a year off to get my little self together, and because I was a lot bit sick, put it like that, but we didn't say jazz festival because we had all kind of music. But if I do a jazz festival, it's going to be all jazz. What we call jazz.
How do you define jazz? What is jazz?
Well, like with anything, it's a tradition. So a master of it would be like Miles Davis, Ron Carter, and John Coltrane, the guys who go through the system, and the elders who came up with the music acknowledge these guys belong with us. You know, so if you're playing basketball, you can't come out there with a football and say, I'm playing basketball. So we have to just say, you know, you can look at the lineage. Louis Armstrong, he came from King Oliver. That's who taught him. And then Roy Eldridge and Charlie Shavers came out of Louis Armstrong. Then Dizzy Gillespie came out of Charlie Shavers and Roy Eldridge. Then Clifford Brown came out of Dizzy Gillespie. So you can hear, if you know music, you can hear that it was passed down to these younger generations. They all play with each other, and it's just a tradition that's passed down from playing with the masters that came before. It's hard to really understand. I did 15 years with the beboppers. I played with them so much they called me the only young bebop brother. But you can hear when the tradition has been passed down to a younger player. So it's just a tradition, a musical tradition that has been passed down. Just like great classical composers studied with the older composers, great blues players studied with the other blues players, and they're all connected, a connected tradition that's passed down to the next generation.
So when you look at, and let's get Mr. Harrison, the Chief, some water if y'all don't mind, man. So when you look at rap music, right? We don't have that kind of bridge. We actually have more of there's some people who are bridging, like we do that. We bridge with the younger artists and younger creators. But for the most part, we don't have that bridge. In fact, we have a divide between young and old, right? Typically, that's what you hear. I know you sat with Biggie. You know, what are your thoughts on that for us when it comes to hip hop?
I just don't believe that, because the young generation is listening on the radio, and they listen to the beats. They just keep changing it. You know, when they came up with trap, they changed it, man. Yeah, the hi-hats is different. They looked at the drum machine and the stuff we used to, you know, like the rolls on the drum machine. We used to look, I don't want to use that. They used it. They used technology to move the music forward, and you can't be mad at them. For me, I enjoy when somebody takes something that you're looking at and they use it in a creative fashion, because it adds to the idea of what the music is. But you know that you can't rap without hearing hip hop from a previous generation. You just didn't pop out of somewhere rapping without hearing no hip hop in your life.
Right.
I never heard hip hop, but I could do it and I can innovate it. No, it's not going to happen. So they didn't live in a vacuum, and they heard it. Maybe they don't talk to each other, but I mean, I was around Biggie. He was listening to everybody.
So talk to me about that, your experience with the Notorious B.I.G. At that time, he was still Biggie Smalls. And was it you, the one in that documentary, that said he learned to rap like a jazz musician, plays melodies? That's how his style developed?
Yeah, you know, I'm always thinking out the box. So, and he was a great student of music. And I'll say this, I taught a lot of people who went to the top of the game, and they all share one thing. If you say, man, go check this out and work on it, or a young lady, when they come back, they have that idea, and they have 10 other things that they figured out besides what you gave them. And he was of that ilk. So if you said, man, listen to this rhythm that Max Roach is playing on the drums and see if you can incorporate that, he would come back with that idea and 10 more, maybe 20 more. So he was very astute and hard worker and understood almost instantaneously.
What kind of questions did he ask?
I don't know if he was just a jokester really when he was around me. But I used to I'm a guy who shares information. Like one of the things you may not realize, when he's going, woo, That's because I was like, check out Marvin Gaye going woo on a song.
Oh yeah.
Then he incorporated that into rap. So all these little things, just sharing examples of music, which is, John Baptiste said, I teach all of music. So once you get an idea, this 360-degree idea of what music can be, it broadens your scope. And if you work hard, it usually puts you in a special place. Like a star, you're standing out there. You can see that star because it becomes special because it has so much, you have so much information. And he was able, I think he really did, he was able to speak the language of his generation. We talked about putting positive undertones in the music.
You talked to Biggie about that.
Yeah, well, I stole it from Ice-T because he was on Arsenio Hall saying they think that my music is gangster, but I'm really showing them if you go down this path, it's going to lead you astray, and I'm trying to tell them to work hard. And so I said, that's the ticket right there. And then I started sharing that with Biggie, and I'm really happy to see if you Google Notorious B.I.G. positive messages, there's all these websites that pop up now. And I've done tributes, and the young people come to me who are fluent and say, man, I know what you did, and it really changed my life. So all these little things that you do, you never know how they're going to turn into something that helps somebody else. And my father used to say, if your life helps one other person, then your life was necessary.
Big Chief Donald Harrison is here, man. Give this guy a round of applause. The Mardi Gras tradition. Can you talk about the tribe culture surrounding the Mardi Gras?
Yeah, like we said about Congo Square, all these groups from all over Africa continuing to participate in their culture in America. And it just got turned into one rhythmic and musical idea, a new confluence of dance styles that came together into our way of dancing and our rituals. But the roots are there, and also ideas from Native Americans and other cultures got mixed in there. But we still go out and continue ancient ideas in the modern world. I came up with an idea when you put the past and the present together, you shape the future. So it keeps continuing and it keeps giving. So we meet each other and we go through the rituals, and nowadays it's got boiled down to who can make the best cultural attire, who can dance the best, who can play war games the best, all those kind of things. Because it still has that element, the warrior aspect to it. And we just have a whole bunch of fun, but you will be tested. As my friend said, there will be some pressure put on you.
What kind of pressure, though? To play, to know your history? Like, what kind of pressure comes with
all of that, too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But also, if you're strong, put it like that.
Okay, all right.
That's so funny because, Mr. Harrison, my friend is texting me now. His name is Hashim Williams, and he said, tell Big Chief some of his 7th Ward family is listening. His Mardi Gras Indian family. I know his Keeper of the Flame legacy and family. What does that mean?
Well, my father had a tribe called the Guardians of the Flame. So at that time, when he came up with, it was a lot of dissension and some outside forces trying to take it over. So he felt that name was apropos for the moment, because my father, he brought me around the old time chiefs. So that's a whole nother idea. They came. They were around and had those old time, what we call old time ways and old time
Traditions.
traditions. Yeah, good word. So I was past that as a young man, and you don't mess up around them. So
Right.
and you have to for them to really share with you. It's something called the heart condition that they're looking for, because the idea of the solution of humanity being that we all learn to be human beings instead of fighting each other, even though we do still do, was something I really was happy to understand, because if we pray that the people who don't understand to treat each other the best that we can, and they become that, then we found our solution.
I love it, man. We got the big chief, Donald Harris, in here. You want to jump in?
Yeah, I mean, as you were talking, as a therapist, one of the things I see most are people who struggle with moving on after making a mistake. And so as a musician, even a professional one, I'm sure every now and again you hit the wrong note, right? And so how do you stay out of your head when you hit the wrong note, particularly when you have peers around you who have great ears and can tell if you hit the wrong note? How do you move on to the next song, the next note, without getting in your head?
Well, Miles Davis summed it up. Herbie Hancock talked about it. You turn the wrong note into the right note. That's one thing we can do. And I was around so many great artists that I learned that you can only do the best that you can do at that moment. And then you have to move on. Because you're not going to get up on the stage. You're not going to go play baseball. You're not going to get in the microphone in here trying to do the worst you can do.
Right.
Yeah, every moment you're trying to do the best you can do.
Yeah.
So you have to accept that I did that at that moment, and that was the best I can do. Tomorrow I can learn the lesson to make it better. And if you keep doing that, then you'll become more proficient. But you can't stop yourself from making mistakes.
Yeah.
And you can't stop yourself from sometimes being in a situation where you just don't know what's going on. Because I've been in a situation, you think you can play, and God show you, oh, you don't know nothing. Because life and music is infinite. You can't learn it all. But that's the beauty, because you can get up every day and learn more.
That's right.
There you go, man. Big Chief Donald Harrison here. We're going to go to New York in a second. I got Gary from Kansas City on the line.
What up, Gary?
What up? And he's going to play live for us in a minute. He's going to play
go.
live for us. Go ahead, Gary.
What's going on, folks? How y'all feeling?
Great, man.
Beautiful.
What's your question for Big Chief? Yes.
Hey, quick question. You all sort of already highlighted just a little bit, but I wanted to double down and make sure I'm not crazy. As a young cat, I'm 30 years old, and so I love jazz. My grandparents raised me around it. How do we get the younger generation to show up to our concerts, to our festivals, and still appreciate this genre and not look at it as a historical a pinpoint that's in the history textbooks? And I'll say that we have I think she's 27, Samara Joy. She has a voice that sounds like Ella Fitzgerald or Sarah Vaughan. And when I go to these concerts, I see hardly anybody that looks like me.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. The musicians who follow this nouveau swing idea that I came up with, I named some of them: Christian Scott, Robert Glasper, and Esperanza Spalding. But, I went to see Robert Glasper, and it was a large contingent of young people, African Americans, and Mary J. Blige was in the audience, and all these, So we still have a lot of work to do with older artists, but there's a young generation that's coming up that you can't even get into a theater or a club because it's always oversold. And so I'm really happy to see what these young people are doing. But it's a good question. We still got to work on the older generation to make sure that we connect the younger people with the idea that this is great music. I was fortunate to work with a lady named Lena for like 6 years.
Oh my God!
She never had a problem with her.
You just threw that out there like
Yeah,
nothing. Like
random.
Lena Horn, damn. Oh God!
6 years.
My
Sway.
gosh! All right.
Anyway,
what was she like?
Oh, Lena was incredible. Just lady. We called her the lady because her heart was like big as the sun, man. Just warm and loving, a real human being. And I was lucky. I used to be shy when I was in her band, and she was trying to make sure people knew me. So she told me I had to stand by her, right next to her, so the cameras could get me. And I would always run to the back. She would come back and get me and say, I told you to stand by me. And that was my relation. She was trying to build me up off of her legend. So I love her every day. She gave me a nickname, which I treasure. She called me Mr. Cool Breeze.
Mr. Cool Breeze.
I wrote a song about it
Yeah.
because I loved it so much. So yeah, I love Lena Horne. But she drew all these sororities and fraternities from the college and a lot of young people and people from all walks of life. So I was happy to see that they really knew who she was and they enjoyed the music.
I enjoyed the music. Gary, thank you for your question, man. Keep fighting, man. You're a super citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning.
We got RJ on the line from Buffalo. What up,
RJ?
Hey, RJ.
Hey, RJ.
Hey, peace, Trim. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Okay, so my quick question is, Mr. Harrison, I don't know if I met you in the late 80s, early 90s, and I wanted to ask you, do you remember or recall my uncle, Mike Wells, ever managing you with Harrison and Blanchard? That's my question. Thanks, y'all.
Your uncle, what's wrong with me? Your uncle is one of my greatest friends, man, and he's a great advocate for the music. He was trying to get us hooked up with the sports world, but he wanted us to put on tennis shoes on an album cover and be jumping like we're playing basketball. I was like, it's a little stretch, Mike, but I still love him, man. He's my brother, man. Your uncle is a great man.
Thank you. That's good to hear, and it was a pleasure meeting you back then. Y'all was real cool cats, man. Thank you.
My man RJ, you're a super citizen.
That's Sway in the morning.
Hey, listen, you guys, in case you don't know, we got Big Chief Donald Harrison on the line in the studio with us. Yeah. You can follow him on his Instagram at Big Chief Donald Harrison. Yo, citizens, follow this. This is just a treasure trove of experience and history. And his bop is crazy, too. He's going to demonstrate that on the sax for us momentarily. He and I both play saxophone. And so...
Yeah, I heard you saying that to him back in the room, and I walked away because I didn't want to see Mr. Harrison, me laughing.
At what?
The story you was telling him. I was like, that's a lie.
I did play sax. I played alto sax. Mr. Gators was my
in the
instructor.
6th grade?
I mean, we all got to start. We all got a beginning. All right. Tracy, you got a question?
Yes, I do.
They're in New York right now.
Hey, Big Chief. It's a pleasure to have you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. When you were talking about how, you cannot learn everything, right? All the knowledge is just like a bottomless pool of it. You'll never really get to every drop, but every day you can learn something. I wanted to know, what does discipline around your craft with the sax, what does it look like today? And what did discipline around your craft look like when you just started in your career?
Oh, yeah, when I was young, I used to practice all the time. Charlie Parker, he practiced for 3 years in the mountains to get to where he was. But I practiced. But now I can think of things and pull them off because what I call the fundamentals, when you have strong fundamentals and learn that, you can pull off a lot of things that are mental. So I can sit around in a corner for like 15 minutes and think of something and then pull it off. Just get up and pull it off. So it took a lot of work to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to remember one of the greatest scientists in the world, Einstein, who said he knew less after all of years of study and innovation than he knew when he started. So if he says that, then that tells you that we don't even tap into one iota of the information that's out here. But I say this: we're all geniuses because our guts are geniuses, and your gut will tell you where to go if you just follow it. Sometimes you say, "Wait, no, not over there," and you're right, because there's something inside of you that's attuned with the universe. So I just say try to follow that, and it will show you where to go.
Thank you.
Man, Big Chief Donald Harrison is here. Mike Muse.
Big Chief, it's such an honor to have you here and to hear your stories and hear your conversations. S-Way, I used to play the saxophone. I used to be in the All City Jazz Band. And what I found so interesting about your story was that you discovered, along with the physicists, created quantum improv. I was wondering if you can just talk to us a little bit about what quantum improvisational is and what made you want to create that with the physicist.
Well, I knew I should work with physicists because they have the information. Fortunately, I found one, and we worked together well. But I had found a way to take music from a two-dimensional state to a four-dimensional state, and they acknowledged that, some of the quantum physicists. So we stepped up everything, and we're finding a ton of revelations in the idea of moving science forward with music and music forward with science. So it's rewarding. There's so many ideas, we'll never get to them in a lifetime. But we're going to try our best to get to as many as we can. I have a recording called Quantum Leap, where the template, when you clap on 2 and 4, you'll feel the music actually morphing. So I figured out how to make time and music react to the same way it reacts in space, quantum space-time, in a musical sense.
How does that sound different from traditional improv? Is it with the band ensemble you're improving with, or is it just
the key is time doesn't feel different in space, so it won't sound different. But if you use the marker of clapping on 2 and 4, then you'll feel it.
Got it.
But you won't hear it, but you'll feel it. Once you start clapping on 2 and 4, you'll see that you're going out of place because it's morphing.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, us saxophone players get exactly what he's talking about, Heather.
You didn't know. That's why Mike asked it. Try to trick me, David.
The 2 and the 4.
When you,
not the 1 and the 3.
Not the 1 and the 3, the 2. See, James.
You can do the 1 and 3 too if you want to.
1 and 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But because of who we are, it's the 2 and the 4.
The 2 and the 4. James taught us how to hit on the 1, right?
That's right.
James Brown said on the 1, the
right.
1 and the 4, though, right?
No, just the 1.
Just the 1.
But that came from a guy in New Orleans named Clarence Hungry Williams. I study a lot of music. And,
so that was pre-James?
Yeah, there's a guy, his James Brown drummer Clayton Phil, who came up with the James Brown beat on a song called "I Got Money." They asked him where did he get the funk from. He said, "I learned it from a guy named Clarence Hungry Williams," and he was the one who told me, "Always know where the 1 is, because then you can play all around it and you always come back on time." So I can show you some of that historical evidence. Because when I was young, I said, find the guy who made it up, and then you'll find the right answer.
Wow. Okay. And then before you demonstrate that, Miles, can you speak to your experience with Miles Davis?
One experience we talked about at the conference was seeing Miles doing 5 things at one time.
Yeah.
Like I used to work on one thing, but Miles would work on 5 things at one time. 15 minutes on painting, 15 minutes on writing a song, looking at a TV show, like that. So when I left the first time, I said, man, you're lazy. And it made me start working on multiple projects like that.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm sleepy all the time. But but I get a lot accomplished, which I'm going to segue into this record, the Magic Touch. That's one song, and it's played and produced in 10 different styles.
Wow. So when you get that project, when you get the Magic Touch album, you're going to get that one song in 10 different styles?
Right. So it's having a great effect, I think, because if you like hip-hop, we got a hip-hop version, then you hear the smooth jazz, or you hear the reggae version, and I think it can open up more ways of looking at music for people and bring us together at the same time. So that's I think that's something that needs to happen in these times.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues, that was an amazing movie to me. Spike put his foot in that, right?
Everything he touches, man, he's a genius. I was fortunate to go sit in his classroom and watch him teach his children. I mean, not children, his students, and see his process, and also work with him on different movies. I was a consultant on Mo Better Blues, so I got to work with him every day and talk to him about his process. So I walked away saying it's a genius.
Yeah, Spike, Guru, a lot of hip-hop from the Tribe Called Quest, a lot of folks who sample jazz music has helped keep it in the forefront in the forefront for us right now. But it's one of those genres that we don't discuss a lot of information about, a lot of history. And here we have one of the creators, Manny Fresh and Cash Money, and Manny Fresh is one of those producers who puts together a hodgepodge of sounds, but he's always paid his respect to New Orleans jazz. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I'm working with 2 young producers, a guy named Diesel, who he did Mrs. Officer and different songs, worked with Drake, and another guy, we got bounce music in New Orleans, but he works in mainstream hip-hop, who his name is Black and Mild. Black and Mild is a beast, man. So they're working on tracks with me, and I'm still in the hip-hop world. I'm 65 years old.
Let's go.
And I call myself the oldest jazz rapper in the world.
There you go, man. We got him right here, Big Chief Donald Harrison. Hey. I asked him to bring 2 saxophones. He only brought one. I would have duetted with him, but he only brought one.
But he knew better.
What? Well, come on, Heather. So we're going to play a track and just let him jam out. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that, baby.
Okay, that's what's up. The new album is called The Magic Touch. Citizens, if you love music culture and just education and just a master at his skill set, Big Chief Donald Harrison on Instagram. Give him a follow. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one, baby.
Yeah, you can stand up, too, if you want to.
We're going to do more than play, you heard me.
Okay, I heard that, man.
Yeah.
The Box Bangers.
Down in New Orleans, yo. When the sun come up, boys went to running, yo. Come on. Running, one by one. Going down by that bayou. Come on now. On the bayou, shoot the fire. Going on the river, son. On the river, we gon' stand and deliver. Say hey little boy and hey little girl too. Check it. See, run to your mama, run to your papa. The big chief coming through. Big chief coming, know what to do. Come on. times, yo.
Big Chief, Donald Harrison, Freestyle. I think we got a hyena up in here.
Wow.
Jazz legend.
What an honor.
Big Chief, Donald Harrison. Big round of applause. Come
That was
on.
amazing.
Man.
That was amazing.
The magic touch. That man
Thank you,
Freestyle
thank
came off the
you.
top of the head and came off the top with that sax. Come on. First time ever. First time ever.
Top of the
First
sax.
time ever. Nouveau swing. First time ever. Come on, man.
Beautiful.
Love, brother. Love, brother. Love, man. That was amazing, man. That was amazing. Yeah, Mike. That's how we doing it, Mike.
That was amazing, man. I don't think we understand what we just witnessed there. For someone that had that much legacy, understanding of music, like he is a musician, a master's musician, the NAA National Endowments of the Arts Master. To be given the title Master by the National Endowment of the Arts, it's I can't even describe how rare that is. And then for him to rap and to freestyle. Rap is improv. Like rap, when you think about improv, that is rap. Improvisation is your freestyling, and freestyling, improv is so hard. That was my weakness, and I sat first chair in jazz band, and to improv was one of the hardest things that I could do. That's why I knew I didn't have a future in it. And so to see you go on, sir, to do quantum improv as an engineer and physicist, it just blows my mind who you are, and what an honor it is to have you on Sway in the Morning and to bless us with your presence and your gift. I don't even know if the audience understands what we just heard and witnessed, but I hope they will go back and rewatch it and to really feel the impact of what you just did.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm honored to be here, and thank you for what you do, and thank you for letting me be part of your platform.
Come on, man. I can't wait till we get to New Orleans, Heather. They're going to roll out the carpet for us. I already know that.
Okay.
Right? I already know. I'm with Big Chief. That's
And
all I
all
got to say.